What's up guys? Today I'm going to be going over one thing to help you not only get through the recession but to come out even wealthier than the start of it. And make sure you stick to the end because I'm going to be giving out some free info for people that's going to be going along their own journey. So first of all, before anything else, I know a lot of people are actually debating whether we're in a recession or not. Truthfully, I know that's mainly stemming from the news. I'm not going to sound like a whole conspiracy theorist, but truthfully the government does not want a lot of people to know that we're going into the recession, and I'm not going to get into a bunch of reasons as to why that is. This is not a full politics video, but it is an obvious thing, and truthfully there's really no debating it. First, you have to ask yourself what a recession is, and if you look it up online, the recession has been by definition defined as 2 consecutive quarters of a negative GDP happening in the economy. And that has happened, and that has been the first time that has happened since the recession in 2008. And of course, for a lot of people, this is going to scare you. They actually ended up losing their jobs in 2008. They lost a lot of money based on whatever investments that they might have had. But truthfully, this is actually one of the biggest times to make a lot of money for a certain particular type of person. And that particular person is someone that is not solely relying on one income from being an employee. And why is that? Well, as we know, again, if you're an employee and all your income is coming from one main source, then that takes the power away from you and gives it to the person that is your employer. And all they have to do is cut you like that, and your income is depleted. So rather than waiting for the time that they could potentially cut you, or even just trying to make a little bit of extra income to get over the crazy amount of inflation that's happened since the pandemic, maybe you should try to do some extra things to actually get ahead of it before it comes to you. And now I'm sure you're wondering, all right, well, if my income isn't mainly coming from being an employee and working for someone, then what other way is he talking about? And obviously the other way that I'm talking about is for starting your own business and working for yourself. Now, the one specific business market that I'm going to be talking about is going to be the e-learning market. Now, the great thing about this is that since the pandemic, electronic or e-learning has been on an insane upswing, okay? Mainly because, I mean, as you can figure, there was a lot of people that because of restrictions had to either stop what they were doing and stop working, or even stop going to school completely. And because of these restrictions, they had to either go towards mainly working online or learning online rather than doing what they were normally doing. And I truthfully believe that the real surge of this hasn't even happened yet, just because of the fact that with this change in the economy coming up and a lot of people getting laid off, there's going to be more people that's going to go online, that's going to start their own online businesses, or to go online to actually learn a profitable skill that they could use to get through the recession themselves. And just to be clear, when I talk about e-learning, I am talking about making your own online courses. Now, hold on a second. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, I've heard of other online courses, but what online course would I really make that would add any benefit to anyone? Like, I don't know how to make an online course. And don't sell yourself short, guys. Everyone, I mean, unless you're like 2 years old, if you got into the point where you're 20 years old, or you're even worrying about a recession affecting you, I'm sure at this point you got enough experience in your life to be an expert in something. Or even if not an expert, just someone that has a lot more knowledge in something than the regular person would. And now if it's knowledge or experience that you already have, to you, yes, it might be like a simple thing that isn't really that valuable, but to anyone else, they could end up paying you some serious money just to get to that same point of where you are. Now, hold up a second though. Before we go on with the rest of the video, I have to make a very serious announcement. There has been this crazy bug going along the internet where if you don't press like in the middle of the video, your computer will literally explode. Now guys, we're already dealing with enough as an economy. I don't want you to have exploding computers too. So please do yourself a favor and like this video. Now we're gonna go on to the rest of the video. Now, the great thing about this is just like you found this video, which is gonna help you guys out a lot if you actually apply some of the knowledge, there's plenty of videos out there that's gonna be geared towards helping you guys to make your own online courses yourself. And I know for a fact that I'm definitely gonna be making my own tutorial for people that also wanna make their online courses. And if you do wanna see that video as one of the next upcoming videos, make sure you just drop it in the comment below, and I'll make sure to jump on it quick. Of course, when you're going along your own journey of making your own online course, you're going to need specific things to actually help you to make courses for people. And I would say the one most important thing that you have to highlight when you're actually making your online courses is going to be what online software you're going to be using to build this all out. So I have tried out plenty of different online course creating platforms, and the one that I honestly would recommend to anyone, and I have tried and I'm using myself, is called Kajabi. I'm not not going to go into a huge breakdown of what Kajabi is like. I already made a video for that, and I'm going to link that at the end of the video for the people that want to check that video out. But as a brief thing, I will just say that Kajabi is definitely the easiest when it comes to having an online course creating platform, just because it's almost like the Apple of online course creating software, where it really just makes your life a lot easier. When you're building everything out, you're going to realize if it's not Kajabi, you're going to need a lot of different softwares to try to tie into one big platform, whereas Kajabi just makes it easier for you and brings all of that into one ecosystem so that you just have to worry about pushing out your content and making the money from it. And for everyone that's still watching this video, instead of just sitting around and not doing anything with the information, I want to tell you that this is an urgent thing, okay? Like I said, electronic learning is on an upswing. Like with anything, you want to be there at the start. Imagine if you were the person that ended up getting involved in Bitcoin when it was at its lowest, and then you ended up being there along the journey as it went on its upswing. Imagine what type of money you'd be making now. Now, this is the same thing. You don't want to wait until it's on its decline and everyone has already jumped on. You want to get there before everyone else has. So I'm telling you, if you want to make it through this recession, don't wait until you end up losing your job or you're struggling just to make ends meet, because you're going to see that you're just a number to a lot of these companies and you can get replaced just like that. Now, for the people that have been looking for that free info that I first called out in the beginning, you can go down below into the description. I have a free checklist that's going to be geared just towards helping you guys out for creating your own online courses. Now, if you haven't liked the video yet, I'm honestly surprised that your computer hasn't exploded yet, but I mean, if you're that lucky person that still has a functioning computer, make sure you smash that like button now. And if you're looking for more info just on starting your online course or just for making your own income that isn't reliant on your job, make sure you subscribe and let me know in the comments below what you think of the upcoming recession and what you think things are going to be like in the future. All right guys, till next time, peace.